It's clearly Nagisa! Man, this is crazy. That reveal, I mean the reveal, but come on, it's like, as much as last week, I was like, oh, it would be fun if it's the same girl. It looks kind of like her, right? And I was like, wait a minute, it's actually good with that. So, of course, last week, and I said at the beginning, I was like, man, this anime is pretty good, but I think they lack kind of that twists and turns, right? And then, it felt kind of like stupidly obvious it's gonna be Nagisa, it's gonna be Hell, right? Because they look the same eye color and so on, right? But then we saw last week, but I love it. I was like, actually, yeah, this is interesting. But it's interesting it is, yeah. We can go with that. Maybe it's gonna be really stupid, right? Maybe the storyline was making sense. Maybe it's gonna be like, wow, this is stupid. Or maybe it's gonna be awesome. I do feel it opens up for a good, team, right? That Nagisa is actually. But it's kind of weird though, because it does feel like Siesta isn't actually dead, right? We keep saying that, like she isn't dead. There's a name of the anime, I know, but you know what I mean, like she can revive her somehow, right? And then, wouldn't he know that Nagisa has her heart? Like, you know, he knows that, but you know what I mean? And can't he, like, take it back and by that reason then save Siesta, you know, killing Hell, right? Because it's like, I guess Nagisa's like Hell with no memory or something, like a reborn Hell, or... It's just really weird. It is really weird, man. One thing, though, which I'm hoping you're really gonna explain here, I said last episode, this episode, or maybe not this episode, but they need though, because it feels really obvious now it's gonna be Hell, right? So let's assume that's true, and if that is true, they need somehow explain his action in episode 1, right? He either has no memory, but he seems to have memories of Cesta, but something like that, right? Because why else would he pretend I have to bring her to this guy and so on? I mean, like, why would he have to bring Nagisa to the guy that can listen to her heart when he saw her as Hell take the heart, because they look very similar, like just Hell with longer hair, right? So why would he need to do that? If he sees that, he'll be able to figure it out. So now afterward, he has to have like a memory loss, and amnesia or something. But it sounds very selective though. That's why I don't, that's actually the issue now. It sounds very selective amnesia, like he remembers Siesta and, you know, the daughter and the other characters and so on, but doesn't remember that she took the heart. Like he remembers everything except the part. I don't know. Let's watch get to see. So 3, 2, 1, and go. It sounds very. I know, you know, they need to. It's probably back in the future now. I feel it's probably back now to Nagisa at present time, probably. Exactly. That's what I call it, baby. Look at her. Clearly a hellish demon woman. A woman from hell that's shopping here. Looking all kawaii, yeah, looking all, you know, kawaii. But I guess she has no memory of who she is, right? Just remember she's being an evil woman. She remembers a gazebo though. Talking to Siesta in her heart or something. But even more so than that, it has to basically be Hell now that's Hell took the heart. Even more so that it would be like a magical heart. It's like a normal heart transplant, right? So even more so that Siesta might take over her body, I guess, something like that, right? Might return to Siesta, right? That is really weird. And of course Hell's plan was to take his love, right? You know, to take over the love. And they're skipping the opening and ending again, probably. I know some very suspicious person looks at Siesta kinda behind her. I'm not surprised we're back in present time though. That makes sense, right? We're back at being Nagisa Hell. Yeah, and she's all like, I'm a cute little girl. I would never kill anyone for my heart. I thought shopping, you know, all kawaii. Yeah, very noble high school girl. That blood eye, I mean, look kind of weird too. But nope, now they're back after she died, I guess. Back in the boat again with the daughter character, you know, with mommy. Yeah, I mean, I said last week, these could definitely fail. I'm hoping they're gonna. Oh no, okay, no, I'm sorry. This is in the future with Idol Girl, but it's on the same boat, like. Okay, it's another boat. Okay. It's a cruise ship with the annoying Idol Girl. Yeah, I don't know. This to me doesn't feel like the right track to go at, right? I mean, I'm really uninterested in the Idol Girl. Yes, she has a sapphire eye and so on, as obvious. There she's good. I mean, obviously how it's active with Nagisa, but it feels like he has some kind of selective memory or something to really get into this thing. I was hoping this episode's gonna be him having his... I was saying last episode he might be an unreliable narrator, right? He might not tell the truth to us as the viewer. So I was hoping he might kind of roll that back. He's now gonna think it in another manner. Like he was like, I was lying to you, the viewer, this is the truth kind of thing, after you saw my girlfriend die, and she took her heart. But they're not doing that. So I don't know, yeah, I am... Oh, is she back though? Oh yeah, Big Oppas is back. Well, maybe this would trigger his real memory then. Seeing the huge Oppas. Who wouldn't, right? Seeing those massive memories. Someone you know? This is your daughter, Nagisa. Yes, it's my old Nakama. Big Oppas. With massive Oppas. This character was never introduced though, so we saw her as a spy girl, like a sexy spy outfit. But they never explained how she met Siesta or him or something. She's just there, yeah. It's like, this is Siesta's big daughter girl, yeah. It's like, mommy, yeah, like... Feels kinda weird. Yeah, where's my mom? Mommy! Or she more like mommy, yeah, mommy. I mean you and mommy now. You. Yeah, she's like, you look like hell. You took my mommy's heart. See? She's like, yeah, you got the heart, eh? Yeah. It's your fault, right? Finally, something's happened with Nagisa there. Where's your knife throwing skills, held woman? This is weird, man. But it really feels like Nagisa clearly isn't lying, right? Like she's like... It really comes off as, you know, like she's hell with no memories. But yeah, like she's hell with, like, doesn't remember being a demon or something kind of thing. That's really how it's... I mean, I don't think that... I think it would be really weird if it goes into that she's faking it. That she's like just pretending to forgot her memories. Or I mean, if Nagisa is just hell that has like grown out her hair and is pretending to be another woman, that thing would be really weird to me. That's probably I think the least likely scenario. That she is just like, she is hell and, you know, she's just faking it. Yeah, she's pretending to be Nagisa. That to me sounds really weird. That I think would be super weak, man. Yeah. Now she's so angry here though. But it's what I mean. I think it would be really weird if she's faking all this. This is hell is acting like a new person, right? That would be super strange. So anyway, my point is that I think that there has to be something that Nagisa is still very likely hell, but you know, like has some magical fixture in the brain or something. She has a new personality or something, yeah, like she's... It would be so strange if she's faking it. But that would be the long con, man. I guess she's a horrible gambler, I guess. She has massive op-eyes, so that's it. You know, she can shoot a gun, and she got big titties, but she can't play board games. She's obsessed by winning, though. Yeah, Daddy! Where's would it be, woman? Come on, wake up, woman. Wasn't she an elite spy? Yeah, no casino of this woman. Okay, finally, maybe he's gonna tell her the real. It's like, yes, she's clearly Siesta. I'm getting the heart back. Now, he might. This could be a moment where he kind of explains his actual real reasoning, right? Come on. Siesta. Come on, mommy. Come on, please give him some good, interesting twist here. He's actually trying to kill him. It would be interesting if he's trying to kill Nagisa. That would be interesting. If he's like, trying to assassinate her. Yeah, I'm trying to get her heart back, you know, by murdering her. Yeah. Which used to be an amazing game when Mom was alive. That's kind of how it's presented. She used to be the best ever at playing stuff. But I think it's so weird that she didn't have it in the backstory. Like, she's gonna... I was wondering how, you know, she fell in love with Siesta's one. Yeah, like how she get into that Siesta love story she kind of thing. She worshipped Siesta. Right? How did that start? It's just there in the backstory suddenly. No build up really. But he does of course remember the airplane and so on. Yeah, like as I said earlier, selective memory use. We remember some of the dates with her. He loved her, he remembers some of the dates, but not how she died, right? It feels like he forgot everything that happened the last week or something. Even though he kind of remembers that she died, though. That is strange, man. It is really strange to get what's happening here. I expect some new twist at the end, right? I expect some twist, the last 2 minutes. It's gonna be another twist explaining what's happening, maybe, hopefully. But I give it the anime. I am a lot more interested now, definitely, to see how it's gonna connect, right? I can also see it failing, honestly. I can see it also be kind of a lame space. I don't see necessarily it's gonna work out, right? Yeah, so they're like, best friends now, right, of course. Look at that evil hell woman. Pure evil. Look at her smile. That's what I mean. She's probably a new person, right? So of course he can't kill her, because even if he would kill her to get the heart back, he can't do it, right? I don't know exactly what he's planning, if he actually is planning that or something, but he definitely can't do it now, obviously, because he's like, oh, she's an innocent woman, right? She's a new person, Nagisa, so he can't kill her, right, or hurt her to save Tiesta. That is gonna work out, right, because she's an innocent girl now. Definitely. Yeah, I mean, there's no way you can actually hurt Nagisa, of course. They have this date here. It's weird. It is weird. I'm interested to see where it goes, but it's weird. It's definitely weird, though. Like, what are we doing here? They're just having a nice date, right? Yeah, nothing. But he was looking for a bomb or something. Classically, like paranoid. Like probably something scheme going on his boat, right? So, I could see something exploding, honestly, at any moment in this anime. Seriously, this anime definitely could. Something is probably gonna happen, right? And I mean happen as in unrelated to them, like someone blowing up the propeller or something, or robbing them. Pirates might come, those goddamn Kaiser Coast pirates, right, might appear. I don't know, but I feel something big is gonna happen, right? That it might be unrelated to this heart thing. Okay, another date and a new dress. Yeah, more like grown-up date now, getting into like the bar positioning instead. And she picked up like a sexy afternoon dress thing going on, I guess. As we call it. Yeah, so it looks serious now. Maybe she's explain to her now then. That she's hell. She's a dead girl, the murder of his dead girlfriend. Yeah, man. Classic. Kick the guy in the shin, man. Yeah, classic. But yeah, it had this weird banter with her, but it doesn't really lead anywhere. I mean, it's like, come on, man, get to the good stuff. Honestly, I feel this is kind of kawaii, but this should probably be an early episode. I feel this is probably... This feels like it should be an earlier, Like, this doesn't feel... I would say that this is not what I'm here for. I'm not here for this cute banter now with his dead girlfriend, ex-murderer woman, right? I'm here for the truth. I'm here to know what it means. I'm also interested in the whole... Oh, here we go. It's gonna talk about her childhood, something. Yeah, talking about her being in. But I wonder if it's all a lie then. Her as a kid in the yeah, like I wonder if it's all a lie, right? I mean, she might have her memory manipulated, so she might think it's true. Kind of like the Alicia thought she was a girl, but she actually was a monster too, right? So I mean, but that's interesting. Is her memories of being in like a hospital might all be false, right? Especially as a young girl, at least. Might all be fake. It feels like she's kind of a... But that, I think it definitely is fake because it makes sense to. No, it's like, that's kind of a suggestive, so yeah. But that's a quick thing. I think it makes sense that her memories are false. Because her memories are basically, I was in hospital my whole life. I had no friends, I couldn't go, my weak heart. So I was never outside. I just have vague memories of being hospitalized. That makes it perfect to be a lie. It's perfect to think about it to be all a lie, right? Because if she had like, this is my best friend, this is my mom, right? But her memories are mostly like, I was stuck in hospital. I was there for so many years. No, see, something happened now, right? Something happened. But I'm just saying, you know, but yeah, it's perfect. Her memories are like, my memories of me being alone at the hospital, alone, you know, like no one can actually verify she was there, right? It's perfect for a false memory. But I'm thinking that someone, of course, she's not evil, Nagisa. I think someone, of course, you know, manipulated her memory, right? So she thinks she was in hospital for 10 years. But anyway, something was happening at the boat, as I guessed. These anime is always someone's gonna hijack the boat, right? It's gonna be Speed 2 now. Which is, I think, is a pretty good movie. Speed 2, you can drive the boat, you know, in Speed 1, of course, you can drive the bus, right? Speed 1 is the bus, great movie. I love Speed, it's a great movie. And Speed 2 is you drive the boat, right? You have to drive the boat at specific speed as it explodes, right? It's really good movies. Have you ever seen Speed? It's a classic action movie. You have to drive this vehicle at a certain speed, right? I remember that the Shibi, Alicia, she loved Sherlock Holmes. So she was like little girl, Shibi Sherlock Holmes. So here we go. But this is the difference with this anime. It's like someone's gonna attack them. It's gonna be something like, you know, Dr. again, the Holmes enemy. But you know, someone's gonna pop up and be all like, oh, I planted a bomb in the left wing of the plane or something. Someone's gonna come, you know, appear and be that guy. Like someone. This is different in this anime. Someone's always appearing and she's gonna use her sapphire powers. Her sapphire eyes to like see through shit. Maybe not, didn't spot anything, but just trying to use her eye power, right? To kinda, it's kind of weird that everyone's gone now. I mean, it's all inside their bedrooms, but yeah, it's kind of lazy that no one's outside. Everyone's inside their you know, own rooms. Yeah, trying to use her magical eye power kind of thing. But think about that. I feel like a lazy decision is to make people not have to animate bystanders. It's just like everyone is just everyone is hiding in the dorms. Yeah, no one's going outside, right? Yeah. It's like sure, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. She's doing now incantation. Yeah, see, incantation. I said it. It's an incantation. Yeah, she's like, it's an incantation from my heart. See, I just call it. I spell it. It's a witch. Of course, kommer på witches efter lite. Yeah, bortsan after this. I love a burn though. She was burning him, yeah. I didn't expect you to do anything anyway. I never trusted you and I had zero beliefs in you. It's like, basically, it's like, oh, I never had any faith in you anyway, so, you know, loser. Yeah, I mean, he missed his girlfriend, man. Stop being hard on him. Missing his girl, man. His best girlfriend died, you know. Best girl died, man. What if you meet your best girl and she dies? So it's horrible. Most people never meet their best girl. Come on. Nagisa-san, though, it's all fake, right? But again, as I keep saying here, but I feel definitely a good theory I come up with it during the 5 minutes ago. But come on. When she mentioned that she was at the hospital in the bed all her life, I think it made perfect sense as false memories. Because her memory is basically just, I was stuck in one room for 10 years. You know what I mean? Like her memory is like, I was in prison for 10 years and I never saw the outside building. It's like, okay. Come on, that sounds super suspicious. Like, but again, I don't think she's lying. I think she believes it's the truth. I think she believes she never was outside the hospital. Yeah, I don't think she's lying. I think she's mind controlled or mind manipulated, right? Yeah, can I be the sidekick? That's cute, yeah. Kawaii, definitely. Can I be, yeah, it's like one of those dolls in Matroska dolls. We open up those dolls. Yeah, can I be the next sidekick? Can I use my eye power with you, baby? Yeah, I wanna be here. But it has to with other Shibi though. With other, you know, hell clone girl Shibi, yeah. Not a Shibi girl you can pick up as they do. This guy's a master of picking up, I feel, the Shibis. You know, wants to join his sidekicks. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's kind of strange that no one is there anymore. Everyone's disappeared. Everyone's hiding in the room or something. I mean, Chameleon might know it's hell, right? But yeah, so Chameleon is back. We saw him in the last episode. Why would it want... Yeah, and he's voiced by a typical evil voice actor too. He's voiced by a very evil person too, so... Yeah, I mean, he's voiced by an evil guy too, so you know. Evil guy voice actor, yeah. There's some voice actors that have to do only bad guy. He's the evil voice guy. Oh man, this poor voice actor guy, he only gets to do evil voices. Yeah. It's interesting he can make her also hide. He was clearly hiding her too with his powers. So he can transfer his invisibility to other people. Pretty good chameleon actually about it. He can actually give other people. Maybe we will unlock her hell powers and throw a dagger at him. You know, like yeah, snipe him with a knife in his back suddenly. Oh, so now everyone's trying to evacuate? What were they doing then for the first hours? Yeah, this is kind of weird. Why weren't they evacuating earlier? Now suddenly everyone's gonna get on the boat. But I felt the whole day has been passed. Like he woke up. Oh, that makes no sense, honestly, that makes no sense. It's been like 10 hours or something. They spent the whole day trying to find him, right? They spent the whole day, man. He woke up with this warning. And then they spent the whole, it's nighttime now. So they spent like a whole, not 24 hours, but you know, like a whole daylight. It's 12 hours at least. They spent like over 12 hours, maybe like 18 hours or something. So, I don't know, but something like at least 12 hours, right? And now people are leaving the ship. That doesn't make no sense. They should have left earlier. They should have left way earlier. Yeah, like they're leaving now. Why? If they can't leave because of his... Yeah, why could they leave now then? I don't know. Man. Why? It's a little dropper instead. Well, yeah, I guess kinda, but you can shoot him instead, and then she dies, but they save him anyway. It's better to shoot him, you kill the bad guy, and she dies regardless. But you know, then he dies too, that's better. And actually she might survive that, actually, falling into the water. It's not that dangerous. When I think about it, honestly. People fall off the boat all the time, man. No, but seriously, actually, if he shoots him, and she falls out of the water, she would actually probably survive that. Definitely not possible to survive that. Definitely possible into the water. You can absolutely do that. And then they can stop the ship and pick her up, right? And he's dead as chameleon. So actually, she shoot him instead. Think about it. Yeah, I mean, she might not survive, but honestly, that's way better to shoot. Now you said that's typical siesta comment. God damn it, use your magical mirror, siesta. But yeah, shoot chameleon instead. That's obviously the best solution. Because she will probably survive falling into the water. I mean. Well, yeah, it's kind of like she's the hell's new personality, right? She's free to fly, yeah. That's kind of how she's like a new person, right? She's kind of born yesterday, a new little girl. Similar to Alicia then, you know, reborn today, right? But I think he might provoke her to use her powers. I mean, interesting if Nagisa held through a dagger in his back, right? And that's how she gets free by using her powers. I should shoot him anyway. Like, I would shoot him anyway. Shoot himself? No, but ending. But yeah, you shoot him. Honestly, his plan isn't that good. Like, I don't feel that's nitpicky because his plan isn't that good. He's just like holding her over water, right? He's like, I'm gonna drop her, you know. But it's like water under them, so she can. Because people fall off ships all the time. I mean, it happens like a few times a year, right? You know, per boat, but you know, and they survive that. Not always, but that cruise ship, you can definitely survive that. It is a 10. I mean, honestly, that to me felt stupid because I don't think it's nitpicky, honestly, at all. Because yeah, I understand the whole the drama of like shoot me and save the lives, is the heroic, thing to say, but it really isn't. She should be like shoot him, kill this bastard, thereby saving the passenger, thereby saving everyone, and I will hopefully survive falling down. Right, by saying that, she gets rid of the bad guy, and she might die or may not die, but that's get rid of the problem. So why don't you argue for that? Her argument is just that feels just very like, oh my god, I'm just a hero, like completely pointless sacrifice. Better, because if you shoot him, she still might die falling into the water, right? It doesn't necessarily will happen, but that's a risk she willing to take. So I think she just said, shoot him, I will survive, save the passengers. That would have made sense, right? He shoots him, she falls into the water and hopefully survives. And that would have been, heroic and intelligent. Now I think it felt very over-dramatized. He's like, oh, please shoot me so I can just die immediately. It's like, why? Why can't I just, No, but honestly, I feel that is... It all seems quite weak. But yeah, she also explained that she's stuck in a secret room, right? So she definitely is hell. She's definitely hell, and her memories are completely manipulated. Yeah, this is just what I'm talking. I'm looking at it again here. Because of my young age, she was like, oh, I was stuck in a birdcage, I was never leaving the hospital, I could never get out, This is the perfect example of, I would say, typical, girl with her memories, manipulated memories. So yeah, this in here, I think perfectly showcased that she's clearly, she's not a real person, that speaker, or whatever you call it, but she's clearly born yesterday in that sense. Hell, of course, she's a teenage girl, right? Like an 18-year-old girl, and then she got the heart, and then suddenly Nagisa is clearly hell or whatever. But I mean, certainly hell turned into her. But of course, Hell was 18 or 19 or whatever, right? Something around that age. So they just gave her new memories, and she's like a reborn Hell. And then they told her that, oh yeah, you were in the hospital for like 20 years, and no one went outside. I also seen again, and she kept saying that, as I said earlier, according to the report, she keeps saying that, oh, I was too sick to go outside. It was a birdcage, I could never leave, right? So it is clearly all false memories. Either she's telling the truth and her life is just really boring and alone, but I think I feel incredibly, I said that episode 2, but especially now, we see this backstory more explained now, even though this was kind of what I said earlier as well, but now it was even more detailed out, her backstory here, that, yeah, she is definitely hell. I feel, I won't say I'm 100% sure, but I feel like I'm 99% sure now. I mean, come on, like she's a woman here, sitting here explaining to him that, oh, I have no memories except being in a hospital. The only memory I have is being at the same bed for 20 years, basically, right? And that sounds incredibly false, it sounds incredibly fake, clearly it's not the real memories. It's more that she was just born yesterday, right, with the powers of whatever, demon people and so on, yeah, demon tech people. It feels incredibly obvious that she's lying. That being said, though, as I mentioned earlier, of course, I said again here, I don't think she's lying on purpose. I don't think she actually thinks, I don't think she is hell right pretending to be Nagisa. That would be a weird twist. That could be a thing, but I think there's very low chance, as I mentioned earlier. I think it's much more that she is hell, of course, but doesn't know that she is hell, right? She believes she's been in the hospital for 20 years. She believes she never went outside, right? And never did anything. But of course it's all false, and so she doesn't know the truth herself, right? So she's telling him what she thinks is true, and she's lying, though. Technically she's lying, right? But she doesn't know she's lying. I think yeah. That's what I mean with this anime, because I'm not saying I'm 100% sure, but I feel incredibly confident in this theory, and that I think is the power of this anime, though. The anime isn't horribly written, but it definitely is very cliche, yeah. Like, she's like, oh, I have no memories, I was born yesterday, basically. I mean, it's so obvious that they have manipulated her memories. It's just so clear that she's lying, but not by, things telling the truth, yeah. She thinks she's not lying, but she clearly is lying, right, you know what I mean? And it's just, it's so obvious. I mean, I might be wrong now. I might be wrong, but I think it's very unlikely that I'm wrong. I think it's extremely unlikely that I'm wrong. This anime, I think the anime is pretty good, but it feels very predictable. And the problem with the anime probably is that if this anime was released, let's say, 200 years ago, 500 years ago, right? Then it would be like, oh my god, this is groundbreaking. But now I'm like, I've seen this all before in narrative, in narrations. And of course, it's hard making a new stuff. We already have so many games and movies and everything in books, right? It's hard to make everything new and fresh. But because it's a detective anime and it's focused around twists, right? There's a lot of twists and turns and all this. The general premise is, the mystery between, the heart and so on. this anime definitely comes off as, I think, way too easy to predict. Yeah, like, come on, this is clearly a false memory. She was, like, born in hospital. I mean, I don't think she's ever said what she's her first real memories, but she's basically like, I left the hospital, I was finally healthy and I left this place, right? That's basically her memory, which means that she was probably reborn, you know, with some crazy, evil, demonic scientist, whatever, right? And was reborn in the hospital, basically, with her real memories. And then she was like, oh yeah, I was cured, you know. Her being cured over the transplant is basically her getting a new life as hell, right? So, yeah. I see if they're probably gonna explain this in the last 1-2 episodes. I guess this anime has no second season because they really feel that they're gonna explain this in this season. I have a hard time seeing this anime, you know, continuing, right? Detective is already dead. I'm gonna see if this is finished as a novel. No, I see it going as a novel, but I guess they have to have other storyline later. I have an incredibly hard time seeing this not being like resolved this season, right? The whole Nagisa thing now. I mean, I guess they could end with him basically understand that they both understand that she is reborn, helping this Siesa's heart. I guess they could like end with that in these last 2 episodes, but it really feels like where are they going with afterwards? Fighting the evil spice people, I think? Who knows, right? But yeah, her memory seems so obviously manipulated. There's no way that that's the actual truth she's saying. Yeah, there's no way that she's actually telling the truth. She's obviously lying. But as I said, I don't think she's lying on purpose, right? She thinks she's telling the truth, but she's clearly lying. And it feels very predictable. I feel incredibly like overconfident now, but I don't. I want to say I'm overconfident, but the thing is that this anime, every time it's anime, where you think, oh, the heart thing, like you know, bunny, yeah, the heart's gonna be her heart, and like every time in this anime where I said, oh, this thing is gonna happen, right? It's been true. So far, I've been 100% correct in all my predictions in this anime, and I feel I kind of know what the author's doing. You know what I mean? And sometimes you get into that thing. It's like Attack on Titan. I managed to guess almost everything they do, right? Like, I get understanding how Ishiyama is thinking, and I managed to like predict everything that would happen basically with all the characters, more or less, right? So, especially with Gabby, yeah, what was it with Gabby and Zeke and so on? But yeah, I was like, when this will happen too, yeah. It's just like, you get into that motion sometimes, you see what the author's writing, and you're like, this is what's gonna happen. So I feel very overconfident in honesty, because I feel incredibly sure on this thing. This is probably what I've been the most sure on, I feel, this season of anime. But, no, this seems very predictable. I'm hoping I'm wrong, honestly. I'm hoping the anime's gonna give me a twist and turn, right? That she actually is a girl that's been in hospital and so on, but it seems really false. Like, what is that gonna be, right? Maybe I can see one thing happening. Maybe she's another girl actually, and they have like taken the hell body, kind of overrun her body, you know, kind of like possess her body in a way. Perhaps, but it seems very unlikely. But yeah, they used like a sick girl to kind of give her a new life or something. It's more like this, whatever. It doesn't really matter so much. The final details, if it's like this thing or you know whatever, that's not the real point you're talking about it. But I think I see some Butchan, amazing, of course, anime. Love that anime. Yeah, it's a great anime. Freaking Alice. And I think that's soon coming up after this. And yesterday there is no Persona for end last week. Yeah.